What up, you guys? It's me again. So this video is going to be about, it's going to be me talking about my testimonies of how God saved my life when I was really close to dying. When I knew for 100% sure that I was very close. One of the testimonies is that I knew for 100% sure that I was so close to death. And the other two that I'm also going to be talking about in this video, I knew for 100% sure that I could have died. Alright. This is a remake video. If you go on my channel, I made several months back, sometime last year, I made a video of my my testimonies or something like that. Just search on my channel, testimony. So, let's get started, shall we? So, November, I don't remember the day though. November of 2015. I had an electric scooter, and I hadn't ridden it for years before that. So it was nighttime, and like not even 10 o'clock at night, but it was dark. And I was in a bad, kind of a suspicious, kind of not so great neighborhood. And I didn't know that until then, actually. Well, I didn't. Other stuff has happened before that, but I didn't know that it was really that bad, until then. So, what you digging? I rode the electric scooter down the street to test it, just down the street, and then down another street, and then I rode it back. And when I came into my apartment complex parking lot, I felt a huge shove, like literally like somebody pushed me off, because they did. I still can't remember. Everything went so fast and I was in shock. Somebody shoved me off my scooter, and I got smashed into one of the cars that was parked. Not mine, because I don't drive, which is good, because I'm afraid of driving because of the textures, I choose to stay on this earth longer without dying super fast, because all it takes is a texture driving at 80 miles per hour on the highway, or 60 on the highway, and that's it. Anyways, and then I looked up, and there was a guy with a gun in my face. So, he aimed a gun in my face. And I could tell that was a real gun, because the hole on the barrel of the gun was big enough for a bullet to go through. So it wasn't an airsoft gun. It was a real gun. I don't know if it was loaded or not. I'm sure it was. So yeah, and he felt my pockets, and then he was like, he ain't got crap. And then behind me, there's another guy with a gun aimed to the back of my head. So if I made any sudden movements or whatever like that, that was considered a threat, guess what? I wouldn't be here right now, let's just say that. So that's that one time that I got robbed. The second time I got robbed was also November of 2017. November 19th, 2017. I went outside. And I walked down. I wasn't on my scooter then, but I walked down the street, down the sidewalk, and I wanted to just keep walking down. I was outside getting some fresh air, and then all of a sudden I saw these two guys. Now this was like a quarter to midnight, so this was unfortunate. Um, and they saw me obviously, and we were on opposite sides of the sidewalk, but I crossed the sidewalk on my way back to my home because I was like, yeah, I gotta get the hell out of here. And then they started following me, and then I was like, oh crap, this isn't good. Then I just sat down and I just sat on the curb. And because I didn't want them to follow me home. So I sat down on the curb. One of them grabbed my arms, and one of them grabbed one of my arms, I should say. And they pulled me up. They said, stand up. And I don't remember where one of the guys' gun was, but the other guys, there was two people again, probably the same people actually. Their height measured up. The first time they robbed me, they were wearing bandanas, but this time they weren't wearing any masks because their face wasn't, their mouth wasn't, their voice wasn't muffled, but it was really dark, so I couldn't see them anyways. So one of them held their gun right here. And again, it was, I'm sure it was real. And it was like right there, I actually felt the coldness of the metal of the barrel. And one of them said, if you don't got crap, I'm not, or I'm going to, or no, wait, that was the first time. If you don't have anything that I want, we're going to shoot you. And then I was like, oh man, this is the end for me. And then one of them smacked me on the side of the head, like right here, with their pistol. It was definitely 100% metal. And my jaw, whenever I opened my mouth, for like a week, it hurt like right in here. And then, yeah, I just walked away and they didn't follow me or anything like that. So, that's the times that I know for 100% sure that if I made the wrong movement or whatever like that, then I wouldn't even be here right now. Wish I just woke up a while ago. Sorry, I'm really sleepy still. So yeah, sorry. Just yawned. I don't know why I yawn every time I make videos. Comment below how many, if I made you yawn while watching this. So, that was that time. Or those two times, I should say. So I got saved in September 6th of 2014. So this is the third testimony I got saved in my life, and it's just, whoa. He saved my life other times too that I should have died, but I don't know for 100% sure if I was going to die. Like about to. Maybe like 80 something percent sure other times, but this is just for these three. So I drink a lot of Monster Energy. And I did back then as well, in 2014. So I got saved in September 6th of 2014. And then in November or December, one of these, this is when the accident happened. Stupid me didn't know anything about caffeine back then. So what I did was I drank 5 monsters. Second. 5 Monster Energy. This size. Which is 458 ml. 15.5 FL OZ. So I drink 5 of those in less than 4 hours. I really need a haircut. So I didn't know anything about caffeine back then. I thought it took like 4 hours, like under 4 hours, for all the caffeine to be out of my system, but I was so mistaken. So what happened was, I drank one, then I drank another one right after that. Then I waited like an hour and 30 minutes, and I drank another one. Then I waited like 30, 40 minutes, and then I drank another one. And then I drank another one, and like an hour later. And then like an hour after all those were gone, it was the blue ones, by the way, the blue monsters. The blue monsters are the ones, the black can with the blue M. They're the same exact ones as the green, just less sugar, I think. Like an hour later, I had to take a really big dump. So not trying to gross you out or anything like that, but when you have that much caffeine in your system, at once your body tries its hardest to get rid of it the fastest way. But it was too late. So I was freaking out because a lot, like severe amount of caffeine in your system all at once makes you have scary panic / anxiety attacks. And it's a strong, overwhelming, intense fear that comes over you for no reason. It just like happens for no reason at all. Just the slightest thing can make you have a panic attack. Just this, like the smallest thing, like the smallest crack in the ceiling or something like that, that you hear, or somebody comes up behind you and they're like, "Rah!" That can really spike an anxiety attack with that much caffeine in your system. But for my case, it was happening for no reason at all. Just kept striking out of nowhere for no reason, just because of all the caffeine that I had in my system. So I was having these anxiety attacks, and my heart was beating fast. And then when I was freaking out even more, my heart started beating even more, like this. My heart was beating this fast. Like that. It was beating that fast right there. I'm not exaggerating or anything. It was really, literally, legitimately beating that fast. If I called the ambulance or something like that, they would not have made it in time. So I had no other choice. I was like, God, I know that you know what I did. It was an accident. Please help me. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die. Not yet. Not like this, especially. Then I was like, my heart was back to normal. My heart was beating normally right after I said amen. It was beating normally again. Completely 100% normally. Like 1 second, it was beating like really, really, really fast, and I was like less than a minute away from having a heart attack. And then a few seconds later, it was back to normal. So God right there saved my life himself. So emergency services would not have made it in time. And then I was actually able to lay down and fall asleep for an hour. Can you believe that? I was able to fall asleep for an hour with 5 monsters in my system. There's just no way. So yeah, God saved my life right there. Now that one, I was 100% sure that I was about to have a heart attack. But God the Father saved my life. So amazing. If I was meant to die right then, I wouldn't be here right now. The fact that I reached out to God in prayer and asked for his help to save my life is and then he helped me, and that he actually did get my heart back to normal and stuff like that, means that he's not finished with me in this life. So I still have to do some work for him. If it was within his will for me to go to heaven right there and then, I wouldn't be here right now. So there's my testimonies. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys comment down below telling me how many times I made you guys yawn when I've yawned in this video. I'm like sleepy, so sorry about that.